And now, Jack Herer.
It grows the biggest and the best and the fastest in the most soil and climate conditions and latitudes. It's the healthiest plant on the planet Earth. In fact, it's greater as paper, fiber, fuel, medicine, food, than virtually any other plant on Earth. And if you take out medicine, it's greater than all the other plants on Earth combined. This one plant, the plant that's against the law, hemp, is greater than all the other plants on Earth combined. You couldn't make as much paper, or better paper, or cheaper paper chemically than you can out of hemp. If you took every other annual plant on the planet Earth, you wouldn't equal hemp for paper. If you put it all together, wow, that's pretty heavy. And what plant leaves the ground the healthiest of all the plants that grow on the planet Earth? Wow, it's hemp again. Wow, that's pretty strange that they got hemp outlawed and it's the best paper source by far on Earth. You never need to cut down another tree. And then you find out about fiber. All of you gone back and you've touched the hemp fiber. You've worn hemp clothing. You've seen hemp around the last year or two. It wasn't around 10 years ago, 20 years ago. My partner and I were the only people I knew that had hemp clothing that we had imported from Indonesia. And we found out it was the softest fiber on the earth, the warmest fiber on the earth, the strongest, longest lasting natural fiber on the earth. It grew the healthiest of all the fibers that grow on the planet Earth. Cotton, for instance, uses half of all the chemicals used on the planet Earth to fight pests and weeds. Boll weevils are used on one crop, half of all the chemicals put out by DuPont, Monsanto, and Dow to poison the earth, and there's lots of chemicals put out. Half of those chemicals are used on cotton. Hemp has no enemies. Hemp doesn't need any chemicals to make it grow. Any chemicals to beat the enemies of hemp. There is no enemy of hemp except the incredible ignorance of our politicians and our police. So here you got the number one paper industry on earth. Wait a second, not just number one, it's greater than all the other possibilities for making paper. If you put them all together, wouldn't even equal a few percentage points of hemp, and none of them are healthier. The healthiest, the biggest, the strongest, the longest lasting cloth fiber on earth is also hemp. Wow. What can you think about next? Well, the number one food source on the planet Earth, wouldn't you know it? The number one food source on the earth is the hemp seed. The seed of hemp is the highest of all the 3 million foods on earth in usable protein. There's about 3 million things you could possibly eat on earth. And the highest of all those from the vegetable kingdom in usable protein, the best protein, Ediston protein, in the whole world, of all those 3 million plants, comes from the hemp seed, the marijuana seed.